Hello. Okay, so hold on. I wanted to make sure that I had my screen set up here. All right. Hello. Welcome to Stitch Talk. We are back. I know I haven't done a Stitch Talk in several weeks. It has been cray, and we were gone all of Thanksgiving in Iowa, which was fun. So today's Stitch Talk, I started right on time, woo woo, although I feel like I really have to go to the bathroom, but it's okay. I can hold it for 30 minutes. I'll survive. And so basically, I want to stitch today. I didn't get much time to stitch. Well, let me stop. I stitched a lot over Thanksgiving break. It was like about a week. I got to stitch, and I just stitched, and I did quite a bit of stitching, more than I normally do, which is nice. But it'll be nice to finally get some stitching in because I really don't make it as much of a priority as I should because it is very mentally relaxing and healing, and it's just great. Hey Samantha, thanks for hopping on. So what I wanted to show you, which I should have put it in the title, but this is really interesting. So if you don't know, and as you're hopping on, say hello and tell me where you're watching from. I love to see where everybody is from. So if you don't know, my husband is an engineer. He is a software developer, and he usually comes up with these very unique ideas to solve my problems. And so one of these ideas was this. We went to Iowa for Thanksgiving break. We live in Colorado. We drove there because we're crazy, but whatever. It's like a 12, 13-hour drive, and it was pretty intense. It was a long drive, and we're going to be driving to Florida coming up soon for Christmas, and so I just have to brace myself for this. But anyway, so I want to share this thing with you that my husband came up with. So I typically use this thingamajig for all of my pre-threading my needles. However, that's not so easy to carry, especially if you don't have this little travel thing that you can put this in. I didn't have the travel thing. I didn't want to spend the $12. We're on debt. Woo woo. So my husband was like, why don't you just do this? And this is what he came up with. This right here. So it's pretty funny, but also, let me know if you can see the video okay. I'm not seeing anyone hop on, which I'm assuming, people have lives, and that's okay. I just want to make sure that you guys can see me and all that good stuff. Anyway, so my husband ended up coming up with this. So I had threaded like 20-something needles, maybe 20 at least, I think. 20 needles on here, and they were all stuck in little things, and they were all like drooping off and stuff. And I was like, I can't carry this. Like, I can't put this in the car and not have needles fall out. So this is what he came up with. So what he did, and I'll show you, because this is like funny. I'm telling you, I don't know how he comes up with this, but he put a rubber band around these. But what I did, well, more so what he did, and this is why I made that funny post about how my husband was like helping me undo this, because I was like, what did you do? Anyway, so these were all on there. We took them off, and then the threads were pretty long, and so we put them in half. I always stitch, I always loop start my stuff, and so I ended up putting them, hold on, I'll show you, because I'm gonna have to redo these. And I wanted to show you because I thought it was really interesting. Anyway, so now these all come apart, and you should be able to do that, which that worked nicely. So as you can see, it looks like a short piece, but it's not. You just pull this part, and then it's long again. And then I just stick it right on my little thing, and I'm good to stitch. So this is basically how we traveled with it. This is what I'm going to do every single time. You just, put a rubber band, you put all the needles together they're already pre-threaded, so you don't have to re-thread them or anything. You just pull it down a little bit to make them like even though it's doubled or whatever, and then you wrap the rubber band around. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to take these apart right quick, which is pretty simple, and then we'll get to some stitching. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did anyone have apple pie or like anything yummy? Because I know I did. Okay, I'm trying to read. Austin, Texas to Cleveland, Ohio. Cool. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, guys, for hopping on. I know most people are like, is Stitch Talk ever coming back? Because I missed like 3 weeks. But 2 weeks from now, we'll be driving. So it's not going to work out. But maybe I can make a live video and say hi or something. That would be cool. Or maybe I can just talk and not stitch. I don't know. We'll see. But this color so far is actually going by pretty quickly in regards to, in comparison to that, when I used to do the full crosses. So I really, really, really do like doing this modified tint. And again, if you want more info on the modified tint, I did create a video for it. Okay, so let me like hurry this up. There's definitely not 20 needles here. I thought there were. But, you know, I bought 50 needles from Heaven Earth Design, of course, like, I don't know. I feel like not too long ago, and I done like broke half of them or something. I don't know. But I feel like I was pretty heavy. It was on the dragon. It was the dragon's fault, really, because like I had to be kind of like heavy-handed because it was full cross and it was 18 count, and I don't know. It was just a lot of thick stuff at the end, and it was tough with the needle. So I definitely had to be careful, but I feel like I definitely broke quite a bit of needles. So I'm not quite sure what went down, and maybe I do have some other, I don't know, I'm gonna have to buy some new needles though. This is like sad right here. Anyway, okay, anyone saying stuff? Samantha said she made some good food over Thanksgiving. Hey Cheryl, I love Thanksgiving. I had apple pie, and we had like this jello stuff, jello salad. Oh, it was so good. I'm ready for Christmas. Okay, yes. So, and this is like a side tip that has nothing to do with stitching, but if anyone has a gluten issue, I suggest that you get this awesome flour from Italy, because I am gluten intolerant. My body says nope to gluten. I'm not celiac. If you're celiac, even someone with celiac was okay with this, and they didn't have increased intestinal issues. But there is flour that you can get from Italy, and we use that over, and it has wheat in it, but Italy doesn't have GMOs. So for me, it was kind of like, it's not really a gluten issue, it's a GMO issue. So I ended up having that flour, and I had like real apple pie and like real whatever else I had. I had a bunch of different food. But anyway, with that flour, and it was just fantastic. So I completely recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. If anyone's interested in the link, just message me and I can send it to you. But anyway, okay, so now you can see stitching stuff. Okay. And I do have a little bit of a different setup. I'm actually stitching all the way over here. Sorry, you won't be able to see much, but I guess I could move this a little bit. Because I decided to move my stitching stuff because it took up a lot of chocolate buttermilk pie. I've never had that. Kimberly said she had a great Thanksgiving. That's so awesome. I love Thanksgiving. But, okay, let's see if I can get a couple stitches in here. All right. What was I saying? So anyway, that flour, it's like really great. Woo! Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, don't break. Oh, it's because of this maybe? This is dangerous. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that like that. I don't know what's going on with my light right here. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, the flour was awesome because I could enjoy normal stuff. And I wish you could see my hands. If you saw my Facebook post, maybe you can see, no, because of the light. Can you see like how my hands are so dry? Like, it's literally like white is flaking. Like, I've never been this dry in my entire, like, it's kind of scary. Like, I feel pretty sure like a layer of dry skin is literally coming off. Like, it's nasty. But anyway, it doesn't stop me from stitching, okay? Keep stitching, hope alive, okay? So, yeah. All right, time to stitch. And I'm still doing modified tint, not full crosses, if anyone was wondering. And it's hard because like I can't see the computer right now, and that's where people are talking. But you know what I could do? I could put this on my phone. Let me do that right quick, because then I can see what people are saying and just leave it off. But anyway, yeah. And if this starts to be a bad time for people, hold on, I'm going to try to see if I can put this on my phone so I can at least comment on stuff if people are saying stuff. Then I can definitely change the time. I'm currently in a career transition. I used to work from home, and I still technically attempting to work from home, but I'm actually changing career fields, which is really exciting because we all need to change sometimes, okay? I know I did. So, changing it up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to see this video. Hopefully I don't like hear myself talking because that would be weird. Definitely make sure that you catch up on previous Stitch Talks. I did actually post all of them. Praise the Lord. Finally. Okay, it is muted, but I can like see what people are saying. Okay, cool. Hey, Amy. And I said hey to Rebecca already. Okay, I really do want to know what chocolate buttermilk pie is, though. Like, I don't think I've ever had anything that was chocolate and buttermilk, but that sounds really good because I love chocolate. Okay, and if anyone has any like requests or questions about stuff, I would be happy to do future videos on them or ask or answer them now, whatever, it doesn't matter. Hey Lois, thanks for hopping on. Awesome, Kimberly. Thank you for letting me know. A lot of people have been telling me like different types of lotions and this and that to use. I mean, I like lived off of Jergens. Like I've never used anything but Jergens my whole life, and they coat my little ashy black body, not ashy and moisturized. So, oh yeah, Kimberly says we need chocolate buttermilk pie recipe. Yes. Hey, Lori. Um, yeah, so I don't know what the deal is with my skin, and I also have an issue with oily face. Like, oh, it's bad. I didn't even put on makeup today because I was like, if this makeup is making my skin extra oily, like, I was so embarrassed when my husband was like, did you put grease on your face? It looks like you put grease on your face. And I'm like, seriously, shut up. He was like laughing at me. It was really sad, but you know, I gotta work it out. Colorado is awesome, but I don't think my skin cares for it at all. But I love it here. Like, it's my home. I feel at home here. Like, I just get to be me, and like, it's just a lot of fun. So, I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Hey, Kathy. Is anyone else doing Stitches Retreat also? I know somebody had commented before and said that they were doing it. I wanted to know that other people were doing it. Well, I'm doing it. Anyone else on here? It's actually going by pretty quick. Let me make sure I don't make any mistakes, because sometimes I do when I'm on camera for some reason. Lori, I'm stitching Stitches Retreat. So this is the only one I do with for these videos. So it's always going to be Stitches Retreat because the dragon is done. Hey, Mariah. Is anyone else stitching? Or is it just me? If it's just me, that's okay. Hey, Bethann, you made it. I think you were saying that you weren't feeling that. You said that you weren't feeling that well. Are you feeling better, or is your headache gone away? Or was that someone else I was thinking of? Let me know. So I also want to say that you would think that it would be really difficult to deal with all of these like huge gaps in my project, which originally I was super scared about, but the gaps are actually not that bad because as long as you count like a million times, and I really do count quite a bit for those, because you really just don't want to make a mistake on a gap like that. Like it's like all over if you make a mistake, you know, because then you'll be off like one stitch and the whole thing looks lopsided or something, and then hot mess. I don't know how you would have fixed that one. Oh, this is what happens when I get talking. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, Bethan, probably not. Although maybe you Kimberly said, am I working on other pictures other than this? Yes. I'm doing a non-Heaven Earth design. I'm doing 2 baby samplers. And I'm almost done with one of them, but I'm still trying to figure out how to write that freaking baby's name in Russian. Still struggling with that part. So if anyone speaks Russian, holla at your girl. Tell me how to spell Abigail, because I literally have a million different spellings. And then the mom, I don't want her to know about it, but I tried to ask the dad, and it's been a hot mess. It was definitely like a rough pregnancy for her. So, you know, I don't really blame her, but still, I need to figure out how to spell Abigail in Russian so I can finish this piece and get started on the other one for my other nephew. But I really do love Heaven Earth Designs more than anything. Baby samplers are actually very annoying because I just want to stitch full blocks and not worry about all this other crap and not have to, you know, do all this other stuff. Hey, Kim! But, you know, it is what it is. I need to be marking off these stitches. Sorry, now all you see is my arm. Is anyone going out of town for Christmas? Or are you like chilling at home? We're driving to Florida. Anyone going any place fun? Whew, okay. I got a lot to this stuff. Oh, I should have kept marking off, but whatever. Actually, I will, because this is going to get tricky. You know, it is December 1st. I should, like, Cheryl says she's staying at home. Where's home, Cheryl? Where are you from? I was just thinking of that song. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas because it's December. So now I can start playing Christmas music. Do you guys start playing Christmas music like the day after Thanksgiving, like some people? The day after Thanksgiving, people in Iowa and my in-laws area, they were like literally putting up Christmas lights, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's what you do on Black Friday. Cool. Cool, Beth Ann. What are you going to start stitching on? Are you doing like a New Year's start? That's why you said December 31st. Cool, Cheryl. I have friends in Canada and Ontario and that other place. I can't think of the name right now. Did I stitch something wrong? No. Maybe. Hold on. No, I didn't. I just missed something. 1, 2, 3. Cheryl's listening to Christmas music. Love it. Oh, Kimberly, that sucks. Love Christmas music. It's so good. So fun. I will finally get to see my parents after moving cross country. Haven't seen them since like June or something. Oh, you're doing a Spangler piece. That's cool. Spangler for the win. I have a feeling I'm gonna like, no, I'm good. Okay. I just really have to like pay extra attention when I'm stitching and like, I have like so many devices. If you could see me, you would be cracking up. My computer's over there because that's the one I have to have all of my software stuff to do the videos. My phone's in my lap, and my tablet is up there with my with my chart on it. It's like funny. Wow. I don't know what to think about myself now. There's just so many electronics going on. Gotta love technology, right? Also, if people want, I can do another easy PDF video if a lot of people are like confused or want to learn more about how to use it or whatever. Because some people ask questions. I mean, well, typically they're like new people who don't know about the tutorials or whatever, but definitely grab the playlist and, oh, someone's calling me. Well, I can't answer right now. So, sorry guys. I would like answer the phone, but they're gonna have to leave a message. Okay, that was weird. Okay, well, hopefully... Oh, okay, it came back on. That's cool. Okay, Beth Ann says I'll be your second springler. She's almost done with page 1 of Mini Trick. Cool. You know, after I did my first springler, I was like, I don't know if I will ever do a dragon again. But I felt that way also when I did my first, I think I made a mistake. Look at what happens to me. No, maybe I didn't. I don't know where I am. Yes, I did, because, hold on. Pause. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. This is confusing. I need to stop talking. Anyway, yeah, when I did my first ever piece, which was a violin, it was like so tedious because it was so much brown and it was my first ever piece stitching and I completely taught myself how to stitch. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, if I ever have to do a violin again, I'm gonna like scream. But I probably would now, possibly. That was a lot of brown though, you feel me? Okay, I ended up having to go backwards. Sometimes based on how you're stitching, your modified tent stitch will go like a little bit backwards. Cool, Cheryl, definitely. It's really awesome. I love stitching with Easy PDF. If there was something better, I would totally use it, but I have not found anything. And that's okay, because it's just the way it is. I really do hope I can get this dry skin thing taken care of because the last thing I want is bleeding and it's not even winter yet, you guys. I can't be dealing with all this, so I'm gonna have to find something that's gonna help. Uh-oh. What did I do now? I'm telling you, this is comedy hour all the time. Okay, so I like, oh crap. Okay, no, that's correct. Oh, okay. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm gonna have to go backwards though. It's like, count how many mistakes Portia makes during each stitch talk. I promise I don't make this many mistakes when I'm not talking. And most people say, I don't know how you can talk and stitch at the same time. Clearly, I cannot do such things. But, you know, I love you, so I do it. And I like talking and stitching at the same time. Alright, I'm going to have to end this piece of floss. Let's see if I can end it on the front. I'm hoping also I can get a chance to do an updated pen stitch video on this type of fabric. Like up close and personal. I just have to figure out how to get the camera to do what I need it to do. Because it would be definitely helpful for you. Of course, I don't have my scissors out and ready to go. Always be prepared with stitching. Let's find my scissors. Okay, so if there is any topic, hold on. Well, I can't find my scissors. Pause. Oh, they're all at the bottom. Okay, so if there's any topic that you guys do need help on or have questions about, definitely ask. Because I'm happy to do a video about this. Alright, so I have like this much floss left. So if you can see that, maybe not because of the light. But I don't have that much, and that's when I typically end. I mean, if people can get to where it's small, like less than that, and use even more floss, then more power to you, sister. I can't be doing all that. I don't have the skills, okay? Nope. So, okay, let me make sure that I mark off your stitches. You definitely want to make sure that you're always marking off stitches because it is a hot mess if you do not, especially for me. Y'all know I don't like counting, and I'm still surprised that I stitch, but I make it happen. Okay. Carrying. Is anyone watching from overseas? Do you have any overseas people? I'm assuming it's, whoopsie. It's like super late over there. I know somebody was saying that it's going to be midnight, and I was like, oh, well, definitely. You should be sleeping. I might change the time just a couple of times just to, you know, get a different audience, but we'll see. I'm pretty flexible with my time, especially on Fridays. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not running over time or something. Anyone doing extreme cross country? Where my ECC peoples at? Woo woo. Has anyone been converted to ECC from parking? I'm curious about this. Because I think that's a pretty big deal, because parkers are like very like sold on their technique and are unwilling. Well, I won't say all are unwilling, but you know, well, I guess everyone's like that for their technique. They're like, I love what I do. I'm not going to try anything new. And honestly, that's how I am, because I've tried other stuff. And you just gotta find what works for you. It's definitely not for everyone, but I always recommend that everyone try it just to like feel it out and really see, because you never really know unless you try it. Cheryl says no, she still parks. Yeah, Stacy, lifelong ECC girl. Whoop whoop. Now, Stacy, remind me, did you do ECC before I started making posts about it? Is it like something that you heard about in like the group, or oops, I'm marking things up wrong. Okay. 1, 2. I wish I could like play music on here, because that would be cool. But Facebook doesn't like music because of copyright issues. And all the music that isn't copyrighted is stupid. Cool. Stacy says her grandmother taught her to cross stitch. She didn't know there was any other way until she got started in groups, which is awesome. That's why I love like these groups and just learning new things. I mean, I learn new things all the time. You guys are posting about stuff, and I'm like, what's that? Never heard of that. And I'm, you know, a bit of interest and trying new things, which is good. So, Stacy, did you try parking, or what did you do before? I guess, I don't know, like, what's the traditional way to stitch? Like, what were, I mean, assuming that if our grandmothers used to stitch or whatever, like, what did they do? How did they go about stitching? Probably always making their full X's. I wonder who came up with, like, 10. Well, I guess 10 stitch is a needlepoint stitch, right? I remember hearing that somewhere, reading that or something. So far, I also still like the coverage of this. I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to like the coverage and it was going to look really bad, but I do still like the coverage. As long as I keep my stitches loose. Sometimes I pull too hard and then they're all crunched up and nasty, but you know. Overall, this is going much better than the dragon, might I add. Yeah, Stacey, you can definitely, I mean, I always use small pieces for like the challenges and stuff, but they do have that one group. I think it's hosted by Heaven Earth Design where they're like redoing all the challenges or whatever. So you could always do a mini or whatever and try something new. I don't know. But I definitely tried Perk in the beginning and I was like so confused. I watched all these videos and I was like, For me, it was just about sticking to what I knew that I liked after I found what it was that I liked. Oh, we're already over time. No one told me. It's okay. It's fine. Let me mark off these stitches and then I'll say my goodbyes. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds because I want to make sure I get all these off. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload the video tonight. You have to make goals and you got to stick to them. Oh, I marked off one too many. Okay. So, and I know I always say that, but I really am. I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to download it and then I'm going to upload it. So give me like 2 seconds and then I'll post that link tonight too. So you guys can check that out. All right, guys. Thanks. I guess I can show you my face. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys who are like consistent viewers and those of you who are new that hop on. If you end up having any questions or if you have any, I don't know, anything, I can definitely make a video about it. Talk about it on the Net Stitch Talk, whatever. These videos are completely for you. I do it out of my labor of love because you guys have influenced me and inspired me so much with cross stitch that you know, I give back. And so thanks so much for watching. Again, any questions, holla at me, shoot me a message, whatever works out for you. All right, I hope you have a safe and happy and awesome weekend and eat some good food because I'm a foodie and I love food. So make sure you eat some good food this weekend. I'm about to eat some good food. I'm excited about this. All right, so I hope you have an awesome weekend. See you later next week, same different time probably actually, so stay tuned, okay? And then we'll talk about what time it is sometime this week. I'll make a post. All right, thanks for watching. God bless. Bye.